Alright, hello everyone. So today we're gonna check very quickly some interesting things, like pretty much something that we used to wait for a while, especially me. I thought that I'm never gonna get this fun. But I really thought that I'm never ever gonna get this thing. But however, yeah, somehow I purchased it, and I'm super happy that I did that. It's pretty useful thing. Like, I already checked a couple pages, and it is really nice. It is really nice. So just have to... Hey Big Baller, how's it going, my friend? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad you came. Yeah, Wasler excitement. Yeah, so we're gonna watch the Silent Hill guide. As you can see, it's a pretty old thing. The thing is saying it's from Best Buy, but the sticker is so old. I think it says $15, but I think this book is like 10 years old, or maybe even more, because the game came out a while ago, and pretty much we're gonna review, we're gonna check, we're gonna see, and probably we're gonna even notice some interesting things that are happening in the game. I'm pretty sure those who know this game, they will definitely... Yeah, Illuminati. So those people who definitely watched this game and played this game, they will notice a lot of like similar things, and maybe something that even Book doesn't know, because I already checked some things. I mean, it's just a guide. However, it explains some stuff that is happening in the game, especially with the enemies, because the enemies is really like fun. They really like symbolic. They represent a lot of stuff. They represent you know, struggle, scare, the fear, all that, you know, all that stuff that is happening in the game. And yeah, with this book, of course, you eventually you're gonna understand what's going on. By the way, Big Baller Arnold, can you tell me how's the sound? Do you hear the music well, or make the sound I mean, make the music wider. Can you tell me? I would really appreciate it. Because seems like the balance is pretty nice. I just really have to know, you know, if it's better to make the music a little bit louder or quieter, I don't know. Because the music should be perfect. I mean, I spent like some time trying to find out. So basically, yeah. Right now it's Silent Hill 4 playing on the background. Make the music louder a little bit. Oh, sure, no problem, definitely. Let's do a little bit louder. Yeah, okay, so I think we can start, because the book is long. The book is very huge. I'm gonna check, like, here's the back. Like the back, even the code. Let me see, maybe there will be the year, which you're gonna say which is the year this book is. No, I don't think so. There is only says like this is Konami trademark 1999 till 2004. This game came out in 2004. I don't think so that this guide came out in 2004. I think it came out a little bit later, but I'm not sure. So yeah, see, like really nice feeling, like really like good paper. I see official strategy guide, like as you can see it's like blurring. It's really nice blurring. It's really good feeling. And yeah, like how let me tell you a little bit story, like how did I decided to get it. So there was a while ago, Big Man Japan, he was streaming guides, and he decided to show us the collection, his own collection of Silent Hill 2 guides. They were all in Japanese. However, that was really interesting to look, because they all were so different, and there was like different versions of it. The some was like really fast, like the fastest way. The second one was like the slowest way. The another one was like normal way, and so on. The fastest way was like for 10 stars, which I have a world record, by the way. Just like letting you know, guys. Of course, I'm not gonna send any links. If you wanna watch, just click on my page, and you're gonna see that I have world record. 1 hour and 8 minutes or something, I think. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I think we can start watching the guide. Oh my god, like when you're touching it, it's so nice. Even though that the book is like, it's pretty used, like as you can see, like, see this thing, it's really used, but the pages, like already checked, like some pages, they're like really nice. As you can see, like nothing is ripped off, like everything is really blurry and very smooth. So I'm pretty sure that the people open it just once, they put it like, for example, on this page, they cover it like that, and they decided to sell it to me. Alright, so let's do it. Let's see. So we have contents, characters, basic training. Here's the Walter. By the way, he looks, I think, a little bit different. However, it's not the first edition. There is the first edition that was on eBay. It's not expensive, but the thing is in Japanese, and I decided, like, let me first try to look at this one, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get Japanese one for sure. I already bid it. I put a bid on it, and I hope we're gonna win this one. Okay, so let's move on. Here is Eileen. Here is like characters introduction. Henry Townsend. Not much is known about our hero Henry. He's in his late 20s. Late 20s, I would say. He's like 45 or something. Yeah, and has lived in room 302 of South Asheville Heights for the last 2 years. Okay, Eileen Galvin. Eileen's family has lived in South Asheville Heights for a long time, but Eileen now lives alone in room 303. She knows Henry's name and face, but they're only passing acquaintances. Okay. Here comes like some other, of course, our favorite Walter Sullivan, but this is a small Walter Sullivan. Henry encounters this 6-year-old boy often in his otherworldly journeys. His identity is unclear, but he does strongly resemble a boy that many long-time South Asheville Heights residents witnessed hanging around room 302 decades ago. Yeah, well, we know it. Let's see, Frank Sunderland. We know he's James' dad from Silent Hill 2. The longtime superintendent of South Asheville Heights. Why I want to always say Southfield? That's so weird. Frank has seen a great many disturbing things in his time here, many of them involving room 302. Okay, Cynthia Velasquez. This attractive woman commutes daily through South Asheville Station. Cynthia is a strong and independent woman, but enjoys using her beauty to influence men. Well, I mean, every single woman in the world doing that. Jasper Gain, a young man who is obsessed with occult activity. His interest in the Wish House orphanage and the nearby sacred stones have led him to Silent Hill. Andrew DeSalvo, a temperamental alcoholic who found work monitoring the orphan's house at the Wish House. Richard Braintree, a neighbor of Henry and Eileen's. Richard lives in room 207 of South Asheville Heights. He seems friendly, but there is a slightly disturbing air to him as well. And Joseph Schreiber, photo unavailable. An investigative journalist and the previous occupant of room 302. After several months of strange behavior, Joseph Schreiber disappeared entirely. Yeah, we know that it happened to him. He got killed. He couldn't escape his room, and eventually he died. Okay, so here's the structure, basic training. So the guide starts from a very interesting thing. Hey June, what's up, my friend? How's it going? We're reviewing a book of Silent Hill 4, the guide. Like pretty old book, like very, well, it's not rare, but it's pretty rare. So Silent Hill fans may be surprised by the many significant changes to the series' long-standing systems. Okay, yeah, the system did change after completing a few simple events. A hole will appear in your bathroom. Yeah, and through that hole we go to the worlds and we basically starting the game. So here comes the save point, the only one save point in the entire game. Then goes continue points. When you use a portal to return room and then return through a hole in your apartment, you set a continue point. Yeah. Item chest. Subplot events. From your apartment you can also monitor the outside world through the windows of the peephole in your door, attempt to make calls from your phone and listen to reports on the radio. Yeah, see, and there is like interesting screenshots showing those events. Here's the Frank, there's the save point, continue point, item chest, Henry, and the basic training thing. So yeah, let's go next. Yeah, by the way, there is like 150 pages, so we will have a long stream, my friends. Yeah, difficulty mode difference. This is actually very interesting. There is like first information that I ever noticed. when I was driving home, I was kind of read it. It's quite interesting, the system, because I'm good, Harry. I'm great, June. Thank you very much for asking. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish this book tonight. So approximately I'm gonna give like 1 hour and like 12 minutes on finishing this book. The speedrun estimate. Okay, so here we basically saying enemy attributes.
Whenever you begin a new game in Silent Hill 4, you can select one of 3 difficulty modes. The game does not punish or reward this decision. You can complete the game and get any ending in any version. This decision does affect the ranking awarded to you at the end, and there is one minor secret that depends on this ranking. The difference is included. Well, this minor secret is like, I think they're talking about 10.2 stars, not 10 stars, 10.2. This is really interesting rating also. So okay, let's see. Enemy attributes. Every enemy has different stats in different versions of the game. Some difference only slightly, but others can change significantly. Gumheads, for example, have 3 times as many hit points in hard mode as they do in easy mode. On average, enemies are about 25% weaker in easy mode compared to normal mode, and 50% tougher in hard mode. So basically it's 75% difference, if I'm not wrong. And this is far the most significant difference between difficulty modes. And actually that's it. I never played the game actual hard mode, but I can imagine. Enemy behavior. There are a few differences in enemy behavior between easy and normal mode, but players who change to hard mode after playing another difficulty level may be surprised by new enemy capabilities. For example, sniffer dogs will do their most powerful attack far more often, gumheads will be able to turn to face you while being attacked, and falling hummers will rise much more quicker. Yeah. The dog will gonna just grab your leg and just fuck you up. Recovery items and ammo. The harder the difficulty level, the less health you'll recover when you use a recovery item. The amount of bullets you get in a box of pistol bullets change similarly. You get 12 bullets in easy mode, 10 in normal mode, and 8 in hard mode. That's pretty surprising. Puzzle difficulty. The room doesn't have different versions. Puzzle different difficulty modes that your previous Silent Hill titles have. Oh, so even the guide saying that this game is shit because the puzzles has not been changing during the difficulty switches. Solve the puzzles, high difficulty modes, particularly in the order, but it does give you fewer hints on how to solve. Oh, you see, it does give you fewer hints. So what's the point to, like, you don't even have to save, but okay. Each time you die and choose to continue, the game will modify enemy stats to make it a little bit easier. In easy mode, the effect is very significant. The game will get even easier. In normal mode, it's more subtle, and in hard mode, don't expect to notice the difference. Wow, this is interesting. I didn't know that. So basically, maybe you can die like 10 times on Walter, and then you're gonna get like one shot Walter, or how it works. I don't know. Oh, thank you very much for the health. Much obliged. Combat basics. Killing blow. Silent Hill enemy has 2 measures. Yeah, we know that. It's also explaining you the killing blow and all the difference between enemies and how to properly kill them. But some weapons like the spite, maybe spade? What the heck is spite? Let me check, guys. Let me seriously check it very quickly. What the heck is spite? It doesn't. This word doesn't exist. It does not translate on any other word. Look. Spite. Maybe did you mean spite? Like spade? Yeah, it's a shovel, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this word so you can trust me. See, spite. But some weapons like the spite, see? Like the spite and pickaxe. They had mistake. It's not spite, it's spade. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, spite, and doesn't translate, so I think it's spade, because the spade does exist. I think you can pick it up in Building World or somewhere. Special kill. Any killing blows will kill a fallen instantly. You can certainly kill enemies without them, but it's a waste of ammo and energy. Sniffer dogs, for example, take about 8 bullets to kill, but will fall down after 4. If you're ready with a timely killing blow, you save half a clip worth of bullets. Charge attacks, half weapons. Yeah, we know about charge attacks. You're just holding button and basically you're doing a very powerful attack. Okay, let's proceed. What we have here? Choosing your weapon, back steps and side steps. Basically, some players rarely use charge attacks because they prefer faster paced combat. If that's the case, you probably prefer the broken wine bottle to the steel pipe. If you use charge attacks frequently, the steel pipe is clearly superior weapon. Yeah, and also maybe they forgot to tell you that, but maybe it's here. When you release the attack button with a full bar, you will unleash your special attack and Harry will be momentarily invulnerable. I would say invincible, just easier word to pronounce. And well, that's really important thing, because this thing works very good with One Truth, the boss. Like, it's not a boss, it's like a puzzle, but mostly it's a boss because it can kill you. It's really nice part, like when you can hit two at the same time, two guys, and that's pretty cool. Okay, here we go, like a little bit interesting thing, dealing with ghosts. There are two types of enemies, monsters and ghosts. Monsters are typical Silent Hill baddies. Knock them down, administer a killing blow and they dead forever. Ghosts, however, are immortal. Yeah, we know. Okay, silver bullets. This is also interesting thing. I thought there is only one silver bullets, but however there's two of them. And silver bullets, like the most powerful thing. However, somehow it does not killing Walter, which is still like weird for me. And also Sword of Obedience, which is only, I think, 5 of them. Yeah, the other catch is that Swords of Obedience are too rare to waste. It's a hassle, but early in the game you want to return to pin ghosts and reclaim your swords, freeing the ghost again later in the game. However, it's sometimes worth it to permanently leave your swords in particular troublesome ghosts. Yeah. Okay, holy candles, saint medallions. Let me see how many medallions in the game. Saint medallions are the only defensive items you can equip in the game. They protect you from the residual damage dealt by nearby ghosts, and even turn tables by damaging the ghosts right back, but saint medallions break after they absorb a certain amount of damage and should be used only in particular difficult spots. Well, in speedrun you can get a medallion in the prison after killing Andrew DeSalvo, and it's absolutely useless. It's just useless. Only if you gonna go safe, like in the room, and you're not removing any like hauntings from the room, then you need a medallion, and then like to protect yourself. Otherwise you won't be able even to save in the room properly, because it's just gonna damage you permanently. Okay, by the way, I really like this art. It's really beautiful. Like it, like I think it's from Building War. Oh no, it's a subway. It's a subway. Walk through part 2. I mean part 1. There's 2 parts. So the game developers and everybody divided it exactly on 2 parts. First part is normal part without Eileen. The second part is a torture part. Or you're fucking running with, you know, with who? With Eileen forever. Alright, so here is the walkthrough. Chapter 0, the room. Heavy air of room 302. The room in which the game begins looks a typical bachelor apartment, but apparently there's a bit more rust and splattered blood than Henry's used to. You're free to explore to your heart's content, but the only thing you need to do is examine the mysterious face that has appeared near the desk against the living room. Don't look until you're ready to move on, because when you head toward the hallway, the title credits will roll. Yeah, that's kind of weird. They didn't tell you immediately that in the very beginning of the game you're not Henry, you're Joseph Schreiber, because there is a picture of the Henry hanging on the wall. If you're gonna examine it, he's saying, oh, who is this guy? Why he's on my wall? this is my apartment, but what's going on? So the game gives you a hint that, you know, the main hero cannot recognize himself. So yeah, we are Joseph. We're not Henry, we are Joseph. Waken to different nightmare. Henry awakens to find himself in the actual room 302, which is much less haunted, but still somewhat short of normal. You'll be spending plenty of time in this one-bedroom apartment, so it's a good idea to familiarize yourself with the resources. Yeah. Yes, there is like pictures you can see. Let me show it a little bit closer. Like, here's that face that we have to examine. Here's the apartment. Here is the kitchen. Like Henry is saying, like 5 days ago, and so on, so on. Yeah, here goes the map. The map is really, really cool. I already checked some maps, like they did a great job. These guys who created this guide, it's really, really nice. Yeah, it shows like Henry's notebook, windows, bookcase, telephone, like entire like. And actually, apartment is really nice. I wish I could have this kind of apartment. Honestly, see, like bookcase, stereo, like refrigerator, Henry's photographs. It's actually a very interesting plot because they're saying that that Henry used to travel to Silent Hill and he used to take some pictures. So those who missed it, but definitely you did not miss it if you played it before. Yeah, bedroom telephone that we have to pick up, I think, twice or 3 times, something like that. Yeah, the room continued. Yeah, then it's like tells you, like when you approach either your bedroom or living room windows, you'll see a girl walking into the subway. On the hands, you can use the right analog stick to scan around the area and see what's going on in the outside world. Yeah, we can look for the world, but the funniest thing and the most weirdest thing, it's exactly as I thought. Look at the directions of the windows. So this is the first window. This is the second window. It's kinda almost the same angle, but it's pretty far apart. And for some reason, if you're gonna watch from this one, it's like, I mean, both windows have the same angle. So in real life, it could be like slightly off, and you won't be able to see Cynthia from the living room. However, you can see it, and just whatever, it's fine. Okay, so bookcase, laundry room, item chest, Henry's notebook. As you get up off bed, walk over to Henry's desk and you will find a notebook lying there. This is an obviously helpful item that lets you keep track of all the notes you find through the game. Well, yeah, but I think if you're gonna pause the game, you can, I think, still check notes, no? Like, this is pretty useless thing, but anyway, yeah, refrigerator, which you can pick up 2 items, wine bottle and chocolate milk. Here is it. Wine bottle and chocolate milk. So yeah, the bathroom. Yeah, and when we examine everything, here comes the very first room hole. When you're done exploring room 302, examine the hole in your bathroom. Choose to pull on the hanging sewer pipe and you yank free the steel weapon. Yeah. Yep. Okay, here is the very first world, subway world. Like, actually, it's really one of the hardest world, especially the second time, and even on the first time. I don't know what are they thinking, why they decided to make it first world just because of Cynthia. That doesn't make any sense. They could like place any other like thing, or they just wanted to make Oni or Ono, how this like creature calls, Japanese ancient creature. So here's the map. Like it's a little bit maybe hard to see, but these black figures, like this, like black, it's like showing the ghosts, and like it's like describes everything. See, like sniffer dog, male ghost victim 14, ghost victim 13. So basically the guide exactly tells you what number of victims we encounter in the game. There's also, by the way, pistol bullets where we can pick up, nutrition drink, iron, like see. There's like shows we have 4 dogs, actually 5 dogs. See like the placement of all dogs. By the way, I already also checked the guide a little bit, so in some areas it does say there's like certain enemies, but I played the game a lot of times and I never ever met those enemies. Like even like I was like entering the room multiple times from different, you know, after different events, and still like the enemies did not appear. Yeah, so here is like that start and shows like basically all, like see Lynch Street Michaels, like dogs, everything. It's showing you like basically everything. Pretty good map, like really good. If I had that when I used to start speedrunning, that would help really a lot. Sleepwalking in the subway. You'll meet up with Cynthia, the girl you saw from your window. Shortly after arriving in the subway, Cynthia offers a tantalizing, but you won't be together for long. When you're near the restaurant, Cynthia will duck inside, but it's a pair of sniffer dogs that emerge a moment later. Okay, and here comes interesting thing. The game always like let you know which is happening. So here's the new enemy, sniffer dog, and new weapon, steel pipe and bottle. I will show you later that in the end of the book, like every single thing is like, see, like it tells you like see, like this is golf thing, this is like the strength of all weapons. We're gonna come back to it later. So just showing that each weapon described pretty well, and yeah, so basically just describes and follow the game. Like we have to come back to apartment 302 from the different angle, I mean from the different room. Yeah, something has changed in Henry's apartment. Approach the slightly crooked dresser on the wall by the kitchen and you will be given the opportunity to straight. When you do, you'll reveal 3 interesting things: a pistol on the floor, a message carved above the electrical outlet on the left side, and a hole dug into the wall. Yeah, the hole looks into Eileen's apartment and would-be stalkers can use it to spy on Eileen as she gets ready, prepares to sweep the hallway floor. Oh, okay, so the guide even tells you what's gonna do in this cutscene, so you also can see it. Like there is a gun, there's like curved thing. This is your telephone that will ring. Yeah, then we on the phone we hear Cynthia voice that asks us to come back help her because she has a token. So yeah. New weapon. Ammunition is fairly limited in Silent Hill 4, but go ahead and use the pistol freely. It's pretty good now, but as your melee weapons, well, it's actually the only firearm that you're using in speedrun, and for some people, this is the only firearm in the game, because it's pretty hard to find another firearms. Haunted stairwell. New enemy, ghosts. Ghosts are so unfair it's not even funny. They do damage simply by being near you, and they're deadly if they get their hands on you. Yeah, they're super deadly, that's true. Lynch Street line platform. Cynthia's trapped. Yeah, we're opening the door here. Here, subway car. When I lock the doors, and Cynthia will come running down the platform to meet you. A pair of ghosts at her heels. Yeah, and we're just running, nothing important. Subway main shaft. Yeah. Okay, we just keep running, and here we're meeting a first serious enemy, which is a wall man. The game actually, I mean, the guide recommend you to fight them, but honestly, even on usual run, it's better not to fight them. Try to run past them, of course. Like it's better to when it's double wall mans, you have to fight them, otherwise you can be stuck forever in this escalator. But we know, because of speedrun, that it's faster and better just to run past them. Only on the second escalator you have to fight them, then you're gonna successfully finish the escort mission. A reunion with Cynthia. Wait, why the reunion is here? Battle on the escalator, this is the end of the subway. Why it says reunion with Cynthia? Oh yeah, reunion with Cynthia. Well, unfortunately she will be dead. Okay, we're coming back. I don't know why they didn't put it here. Oh no, it's like here, not awakened, but however, this is the forest. This is the forest. It's also a little bit interesting, because it's very valuable information for me. I found for myself is the number of enemies, and especially the Hummers. If you can look close here, like in the first one is 7, the second one is 6. But look how they divided. They divided on the different sides. 3 on the left side and 3 on the right side. So I'm pretty sure there's the path that you can follow to not get hit there. They're pretty sure there should be a path to like kind of, you know, go over them to do not trigger that hitboxes, but I'm not sure. Yeah, obviously it shows you like where's the key items, where is the hall, where is the, you know, all different stuff. So pretty much that's it. Let's proceed. Another awakening. Welcome to Silent Hill. Yeah, this is actually the first and the last time. I mean, not the last time, we're also gonna come back there too, second time, but before that there's also like the only location, which is Silent Hill. For those who didn't know, this is basically the only time we're visiting the real Silent Hill. Everything else is not Silent Hill. It is not a Silent Hill game. I mean, it is kind of about Silent Hill, but there is no Silent Hill. There is no even city of Silent Hill. There's only forest, which is kind of part of it, but still, it's, you know, it's just a forest. And anyway, so there is another awakening. We're finding immediately the new path, and it's actually also fun because it tells us to, you know, to check some stuff. There is like diary happening and like so on. So we go into Silent Hill, the woods near Toluca Lake. Yeah, Toluca Lake, but still it's not Silent Hill, kind of. So yeah, we're just running new enemy Hummers. Hummers typically attack in large swarms and should be killed immediately with swift weapons. Well, you just have to drop them on the ground, and if you're on easy, you don't even have to like fight them. They will not get up for a while. Yeah, also it's funny that it recommends you sometimes to return back to apartment to watch like events that's happening like behind your door and so on. So here's like the dialogue between what is his name, Braintree, Richard, with Richard and Eileen. Here we go, they're talking, and the Richard saying, "Hey Richard, can you see anything from your window?" And he's like saying, "No, nothing unusual." But he's saying it was exactly like 6 years ago, or 2 years ago. I think 6 years ago. Yeah. Okay, meet Jasper game. Yeah, we're finding this strange guy. On the wish house. Yeah, we're coming to the wish house. Oh, this is something interesting thing. Nature walk hands with you, leave the safety of the sacred stones. 3 sniffer dogs are scattered in the next area, but they are pretty easy to kill if you keep them separated. You won't need to come back this way though, so harm most players and PETA members should just dash past them. What is PETA? Like speedrunners? Well, so I know 10 years ago, those who speedrunning the game, it called PETA. Maybe like estimate time. Players and PETA members should just dash past them. That's weird. I don't know what does it mean, but okay, whatever. More of the same awaits in the next area, but these dogs have a trio of Hummers watching their backs. Hummers won't bother you if you stay on the path. Yeah, the Wish House Crossroads. Northwest path optional. Yeah, it recommends us to pick up some stuff, which is, we don't need them at all. Like, we're just gonna waste time, and of course there's enemies, so, I mean, even if you play casually, just why you have to waste time? There's absolutely nothing useful. Okay, the 4-second time. Oh yeah, like finally we're meeting Walter. 6-year-old boy who is talking to Jasper, and then yeah, we're just coming back to House of Wish, and we're getting a shovel to go to another part and to dig a key. Here's new enemy, sniffer dogs, but it's female. It's female. I don't know why it's so important, but yeah, it's female. It's more aggressive, faster, stronger, and so on. Inside the Wish House. Oh, wait. There's something said about Silent Hill 3. A school-run orphanage. Go. You have to admit that the Wish House could be a lot worse. One thing though, wasn't it called the Hope House in Silent Hill 3? Wow, that's a really nice thing. Like those people who like Silent Hill 3, I think they will notice it, and maybe they will like it. Hope House in Silent Hill 3. Indeed it was, but even nitpicky Silent Hill fans will appreciate the reference to Alessa in the note that's under the bookcase to the left of the stairs. You can't take it with you, but you can grab the Holy Scripture scrapped in the southwest corner of the room. Since the upstairs was locked, your only choice after that will be to follow Jasper into the smoking room, grab the source placard on your way in. Okay, here's the third world, the prison. Pretty much there is nothing important in Water Prison. However, the only thing which makes me confusing is that the halls placement. Why? Because all those halls can be moved, and basically you can get to different rooms. I mean, it's a little bit confusing for those people who are playing first time, not for me obviously, but it's a little bit hard. This map is confusing. So let's move on a little bit further. Yeah, here's another part, the end of the world, but it doesn't show here because we obviously don't need to go there. But it still shows you interesting thing, and like the code. I mean, it doesn't say you a code, but yeah, someone is at the door. Okay, you'll awake in your room to find the TV on, a news report playing, some sort of orphanage fire. Yeah, in Silent Hill forests. Yeah, what a coincidence, right? Mr. Frank is trying to, I think, open the door already, but yeah, nobody's opening. New enemies, toadstools. Toadstools can't move or make any aggressive action, so they can only hurt you if you walk into them. Yeah, pretty annoying enemies, but thank God they do not do that much damage, so you're kind of safe here. You're really kind of safe. The outer ring. New item, Saint Medallion. Saint Medallions protect you from being damaged by ghosts. Yeah, Saint Medallion located in like one of the cell rooms, so yeah, if it's located somewhere in some cells rooms, it's really easy to use the map to track it down and, you know, to follow it. Yeah, the outer ring, the basement water wheel. Yeah, it tells us that we have to go upstairs. Yeah, this is again very interesting thing. Why I really like the guide, because the guide always tells us when to come back to room to look at the peephole and watch your neighbors, watch the super. When you return to your apartment during this level, you find another note has been tucked under your door. This is a big one. Red Diary, April 4, has the key plot point you've been missing, finally explaining who this Walter character is. In this level's episode of Peephole Theater, you can witness your super either contemplating a door or having a heated argument with one of your neighbors. Oh yeah, here. A depressingly familiar sight for anyone who's rented before. Yep, unfortunately we experienced that too. On the Eileen channel you can watch your lovely neighbor meandering aimlessly around her room and watch TV, at comedy this time. From the way she's laughing you can tell it's either the funniest show in the history of television or Eileen's party has started a little earlier. No, she's just watching television, come on. There is no party. Okay, also here's the new enemy, twin victims. You know that Walter's 7th and 8th victims were twins Billy and Miriam Locane. Why it's really important for us? Because for those people who used to play Silent Hill 2, you remember that Mr. Walter, he attacked 2 kids on the street, and he just literally ripped them off onto half pieces with one hit, and that's really horrible. I mean, you can even listen to it on the radio. On the radio does on the Silent Hill 2 does explain how he splattered their bodies on the street. So yeah, a pretty horrible thing. Also there is new enemy, Tremors, which is these giant slugs will explode in pretty colors when you crush them with a timely foot stomp, but you'll take damage if you accidentally step on them or run into them while they're stuck to a wall. And the funniest thing, they can fall through the wall, so you kind of can get smacked too, which is really retarded, I wanna say. Yeah, rooftop water tank, this is just like some stuff, and here comes the cell block. Oh, did it explain you what we have to turn here? It's kind of weird. Well, anyway, let's go next. Leap of Faith, yeah. Wait, Leap of Faith? Did Assassin's Creed came out? No, Assassin's Creed came out in 2007, I think, or 2006. So obviously this game this guide came out maybe after Assassin's Creed, because Leap of Faith... Well, okay, maybe there was Leap of Faith before Assassin's Creed, but it definitely became like very popular during this thing. Yeah, secret stun gun weapon. Well, it's super weak and it's super useless, so I don't know why that's hard to cut it. Yeah, here's like the code. The code is here, 0302, and you're opening a new world. Building world. Building world looks very complicated, by the way, here, because I think there is also the second page, and especially if you can look at this part. This part, I think it's 14 floors, right? And yeah, 14 floors. Level B15, Bar Ashfield. So yeah, and if you're gonna look here, there's like Iron fuse? What is this golden thing? Some iron fuse? I don't know. it's hard to see it, but even I barely can see it. So as you can see, B3, B4, level B8, B7, a spade, yeah. See, I said spade, not spide, spade. Yeah, it's not the first time. Oh yeah, here's the Frank Sunderland talking to Eileen. And she's saying like, how's the going with room 302? Because there's like already multiple days have passed. And James is saying it's not the first time. There was like a guy before Joseph. Yeah, so here's the new enemy, Gumheads. Also Diary, we encounters here Richard. We remember that he's falling like 40 or 60 feet. And he's just like saying, ouch. Also the brand new item, Sword of Obedience, that we can pick up. Well, but obviously if you're casually playing it, you definitely have to pick it up. Pretty useful item. And yeah, basically it's just like the sporting goods store, like aluminum bat, like a lot of interesting things happening here. Again, it recommends us to go back to room 302 after picking up aluminum bat, because there will be a hole, which obviously if you're playing casually, you want to, you know, come back, heal, save. And here it's very interesting thing, which actually I never encountered. Like if you're gonna look through a peephole, it says, better check on your neighbor soon. And you're gonna go through window, you're gonna check it, and there's nothing. The neighbor disappeared. Then we're gonna go back. We're picking up the key. We're going all the way up. Oh my god, look how many enemies here. Yeah, if you're gonna fight them, if you're gonna decide to fight them, look how many enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 enemies here, and Henry's fighting them. It's crazy. The guy's not lucky, for sure. Yeah, and that's why it's... In Silent Hill, it's better not to fight with anyone, honestly. Only if you have no choice, and you're doing something, you like, you know, exploring, then of course it's better to kill everything and just normally, you know, start exploring. And then we're coming to Bar Southfield, and we picking Rusty Axe, which is one of the most important weapons actually in the casual playthrough. It's pretty fast, it's pretty strong, and yeah, you can finish the game with this weapon easily. You don't need to waste too much time. Yeah, somehow why kind of doesn't say, it just says like go upstairs and that's it, to pick up a chaos placard, and then you go inside to see the Witcher, what's going to happen inside. Yeah, it doesn't spoil you actually the scenario, what's going on with Richard. There's no pictures, nothing. Even with Cynthia, if we're gonna go back to see, like, let me see, does it spoiling anything here? I don't think so. Just curious. Yeah, subway. Nope, doesn't show anything. Yeah. There is the photo, like, that Henry is picking up the placard. See, he's picking up temptation of the door, and that's it. So pretty much the guide is really nice. It saves that, you know, interesting moment. Of course, in the end, it will tell you the ending, but however, it's pretty cool that they do not explain you cutscenes, but it's also not that good, because, you know, I purchased the guide to know the game as deep as possible, not to, you know, just like watch the playthrough. But anyway, it's pretty helpful, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, now we in the next one, Apartment World. Apartment World looks even more complicated than Building Room, because there's like I didn't actually watch the second time Apartment World, but I'm pretty sure it looks even more complicated because there's like multiple floors, there's more doors, there's blocked paths. Here it's okay because there's like 2 floors, basically only 2 floors, and that's it. You don't have to run away, just some doors are closed and that's it. Yeah, I mean, there is also 3rd floor where you start at near room 302. Yeah, see, there's like hammers. Yeah, there was like a hammer somewhere. Hammer. And I said that I never encountered. Oh, maybe it's not here. Yeah, it's not here. Well, there was a hammer on one of the doors. Where, I mean, one of the worlds, and I was like, there was never hammers here. Party time in room 303. Well, who do you think is going to be number 2021? Oh, see? The game immediately tells you what does it mean, the numbers on the back. Because if you're gonna turn on subtitles on the game, and when you first time playing it, it exactly tells you, like, not like, for example, 16 or 17 out of 21. It says 16,121, 17,121. It does not do that slash. Just put number 1 as, which means Henry see that as 16,121. Okay, so room 302. If you walk by the Apartment World region of your door, you'll see Walter slipping a red paper beneath it, and you can slip the red paper from room 301 beneath it too. When you return to your room through the portal, you see these notes have become red diary pages. While you're there, you can also check it on Eileen. She's okay, but if you check your laundry room, you'll find that the load of whites you were running may be a bit in trouble. Yeah, so if you look closer, the laundry needs my help. Appliance repair company here to the rescue. The South Ashfield Heights foyer. New item, shabby doll. Spoiler alert, do not read the rest of the segment if you want to discover the purpose of the shabby doll for yourself. Pretty interesting, but definitely we're gonna read it. Okay, here's what you can use the doll for. Nothing. It sits in your inventory until you get tired of it trying up a slot and drop it in your item chest. Drop in your item chest, then the trap is sprung and your item chest becomes haunted later in the game. You'll take damage whenever you try to use it, and such hauntings can negatively affect the ending. You see, this will be discussed in more detail in the end of the walkthrough. Nevertheless, the haunting is pretty cool, so you may want to take the doll just to see it. Hey, Nameless Keto, what's up, my friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just sitting here right now and explaining. Mr. Aaron, thank you for the host. Really appreciate, guys. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, this spoiler is actually pretty cool. That's really fun that they did that. That's sad that they did not do with just, you know, with different things, but it's fine. It's fine. Reading stream. Yep. Yeah, here's to show you very quickly. What is that? This sticker says Best Buy $14, but of course I did not purchase it for $14. But it's so old, the book is really used, if you can see, it's really used, but the pages is in really good condition, it's really good condition. And the back is you know, see, it's blurry, it's pretty it's pretty nice. I like it. I just don't know what the year. I checked all barcodes and it seems like it's 2004 because it says it's by Konami, 1999 till 2004. Yeah, it's really nice guy. Hi, so welcome. Yeah, so we finished it, I think. Yeah, and the guide is pretty big. It's 155 pages. It's 145, and yeah, there's really interesting plots and like the story. If you're gonna dig into the lore, there is interesting thing with, where is it, with the twin victim. It, like, you know, for those people who does not know anything about the game, it's interesting because the twin victims, the Walter 7th and 8th victim, were twins Bill and Miriam Locane. Instead of appearing as ghosts, the twin spirits have fused together into this two-headed. Yeah, we know that, but we know how they got killed. If you remember Silent Hill 2 elevator scene in hospital when you're driving with Maria up to, I think, the second floor. I'm sorry, yeah, the second floor. The guy is telling that they've been splattered and smashed by pieces with one hit. Yeah, pretty horrible. Okay, let's go back to apartment. Yeah, Shabby Doll. We stopped on Shabby Doll. Here's the Garland, Mr. Garland. He also like flying around there. Pretty much nothing's happening there. The Flurry string, yeah, reaches revolver, which we can pick up, but it's like, I mean, it's not useless, but it's just something that you won't use that much. You're not gonna use it obviously against twins, because the twins are pretty easy. Patience also kind of aggressive, you just want to run past them. So yeah. Bug spray. The bug spray can be used on any foe, but it's harmful against every foe except Hummers. Okay, got it. Second floor. Here is the hospital world. Yeah, it doesn't say, of course, what's happening with Eileen, because we're just opening the door. The final area is 303, and here comes the hospital world. Very interesting thing. When I was driving home, and the very first thing that I did, I opened the hospital world to see what it's gonna say about hospital world. What it's gonna say, like, oh guys, there is this secret thing that you can do, you know, to to trigger Eileen. Nope. Can you read books while playing your 7-string guitar? Maybe I will one day. So the important note, look, it says placement of rooms on this room change randomly each time you begin a new game. This version presented here is just one of countless possible versions. However, the item and enemy placements in each particular room do not change. And look, if you're gonna look, they got, I mean, those people who like playing this game, they got L3, hospital room key, L3, like 1, 2, 3, and they also got Eileen in room 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In L11, here's the Eileen, so pretty bad random. Really bad random for the speedrun. And here's like actually huge Eileen's hat, you can see it. And this is the first floor, the level 1 of the hospital. New enemy. Patients aren't much stronger than most of the foes you fought before this point, but when they start hitting you, they can chain several hits together and so significant amounts of damage. Kill them from a distance when possible. Well, that's true, they're pretty aggressive. Yeah, here's the first thing, the reception room and office, paper cutting knife. Yeah, you definitely don't need it. It's like one of the most useless things in the game. New enemy, wheelchairs. Bam, 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 bam. Let's read about wheelchairs. Enemies don't get much stranger than sentient wheelchairs. What zip along the halls, bashing into knees and damaging anyone nearby as goes to. Dodging seems to be the only solution, but you actually can kill them, sort of. They won't fall off over if anything, but a few solid whacks with a heavy weapon will stop them in their tracks. The easiest way is to stand in their path and hit them when they get within range. The hit will knock them back in time for you to swing again. A killed wheelchair will come back to life if you leave the room and come back, but it will be moving sluggishly and won't pose much of a threat. Doing this early is a good idea because wheelchairs can actually enter this area and replicate themselves. If you rather deal 3 sluggish wheelchairs than 6 zippy ones, the max amount that will appear, quickly knocking out the first 3 is a good idea. Holy fucking shit. Wow, you can actually fight wheelchairs. Yeah, the game is really weird. Okay, rescuing Eileen. There are 2 things that never change. Eileen is always behind the one and only locked door, and the hospital room key is always in the mouth of a snake-shaped statue. Okay, well, it's just telling you how random is this game. That's really interesting, because here comes the second part, the walkthrough, which is this one. We're gonna go there. Silent Hill 4 takes place outside the town Silent Hill, Idaho. It's like a time travel like thing where the story somehow enter with the town. All I know, the super is dumpster in Silent Hill 2. No, this is the thing. Silent Hill 4 happening way after Silent Hill 2, which means Silent Hill 4 is like kinda the second part of Silent Hill 2, and in Silent Hill 2 there is like a lot of references to Silent Hill 4. If you remember Papers and Nellie's bar, it mentioning the halls and it mentioning the Walter a lot. I mean, not a lot, like twice, but still it's mentioning Walter. And yeah, here's only small references back to Silent Hill 2 is only Frank Sunderland and the victims. And that's it. So pretty much in Silent Hill 2 more references to Silent Hill 4. Okay, so let's see the basic training. Eileen has no health bar and cannot die, but that doesn't mean you can afford to ignore her. Hell yeah. On the contrary, the degree to which you protect Eileen is a major factor in determining the game's outcome. Eileen doesn't get hurt, but she can become cursed. You can see most clearly in her back, which will become lined with purple veins and then throbbing black worm-like wounds that are clearly otherworldly in nature. When she's badly cursed, she will even have a sessional physics, ghost-like behavior, which includes damaging you. She never damaged me before, but maybe she's really damaging. Later in the game, there are multiple versions of certain intermissions as Eileen's behavior change. Watching Eileen completely spaz out of... Wow, watching Eileen completely spaz out is a lot of fun, but I think the point is actually to maintain her sanity. The things that negatively affect her and enemy damage, being hit by Henry and being left behind, particularly in rooms with active enemies. Wow, the game is saying that it's fun to, like, I will even show you. Watching Eileen completely spaz is a lot of fun. Is a lot of fun. Nice. Leaving Eileen behind. It is impossible to avoid leaving Eileen behind at times since she can't climb ladders. In fact, there are places where it's a good idea to intentionally ditch her. I have a broken hand. Henry, my leg hurts. Okay, degrees damage. That's pretty interesting because they're explaining you like how bad Miss Eileen can become. Oh, by the way, it's the last track. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I really like soundtrack of the game. Eileen in combat. I know, degrees of damage. By far the most significant damage to Eileen's sanity comes from enemy attacks. Eileen takes a little damage from Henry, so don't worry if you accidentally smack or shoot her. Oh, so you can do damage, like real damage to her. The damage she takes from being bonded in empty rooms is barely noticeable, so it isn't a problem to ditch her for a few minutes now and then. And worry not, despite her pathetic squeals, it doesn't damage Eileen when you run into her. Okay, that's good. Because I thought maybe if you're gonna run into her, you're like pushing her, maybe she's getting damaged. That's why sometimes Mr. Aaron or Sir Enigma, they like, you know, having pretty bad Eileen because they, you know, pushing her too much. Which happens with me now that quite often. Eileen in combat. Eileen isn't just dead weight. If you give her a weapon like Eileen's back, she'll join in the action as her weapons get more powerful. Well, okay, that's fine. Healing Eileen. That's interesting. Let's see if we can healing Eileen. There's no way to permanently heal Eileen, but you can temporarily heal her with a holy candle. However, all the damage you heal returns within a few minutes, so there isn't much point to doing this. Okay, so here's the myth that got broke. You cannot heal Eileen. You can prevent some damage from her, but still she getting hit. And still she getting like slowed down. Get into the portal, lead Eileen down to the first floor, as she cannot go through it. Room 302. Big changes in your apartment. You'll notice several new things when you wake up in your apartment, none of them good. For one, Eileen didn't make it through. For another, being in your apartment no longer recovers your health. Nor will it ever again. You hear a crash as you head to the door. Your ceiling fan has crashed in your coffee table. The perfect end to a perfect day. But there is one positive development. Joseph's spirit has slipped her diary and small key. Wow. The gate and the elevator shaft. Yeah, no, right now, oh, actually it's really nice screen. I'm gonna show you a little bit closer. Like, it's really beautiful art, like, cause it's kind of 3D, but it's kind of like with a pen, I think. Like, it looks really beautiful, I think. Yeah, here is the calm walkthrough part 2. It starts immediately when you're leaving hospital. Here's an interesting thing. Here's the silver bullet, which I'm already thinking like to kind of make a new strat. See the silver bullets? The silver bullets is in Subway. Of course, it's hard to take it because Eileen is over there, and you have to, you know, kind of run past the Cynthia, or I don't know. There's also Gummers. I don't know if it's worth it to pick it up, the silver bullets, but maybe it is worth it. Maybe somebody will find a new strat, you know, to run or quicker kill Walter or something. I don't know, some strat that makes the game, you know, kind of better, I would say, as a speedrun, and much funner. Yeah, here is also like showing you the Cynthia. Actually, it's really nice picture of it. I can show you. See, the Cynthia is like Oni. It's like on the floor, like with the long hair. It's like crawling all the way to the station. There's a ghost. And also it tells you the victim. See? The ghost. Victim 16, the Cynthia. The very first victim that we kind of meeting up. Here is she. The restroom portal, South Asheville Station, revisited. And it's just go all over the places. We also have to come back. The hauntings in your apartment have begun. And when you return home, you're likely to see at least one in process. Usually rattling windows in the living room, a wildly spinning clock, or the slippers by your door wandering off. This is really bad. The slippers by the wait. Slippers by your door wandering off. Yeah, because they will damage you, and it's pretty bad. It's not bad damage, it's the cat food. The cat food is just literally can kill you, but this one is fine. The first few hauntings tend to strike in out of the way areas, so you should be able to save your game or use the item chest without getting hurt. On to the good news, Red Diary and Kids and Toy Key have been slipped under your door. A Sword of Obedience might come in handy too, yeah, well, to prevent Cynthia. Subway turnstile area, basic training, purifying the room. This is quite interesting too, because the purifying the room, I think it's one of the requirements to achieve 10 stars. 10.2 stars. Holy candle. Set a holy candle near a haunting area and step away before your eyes. Okay, that's actually already the end. Oh, wait. It's the very end. Let's go back. Yeah, so to get 2 hauntings in the same area for the apartment, you're lucky enough to get 2 hauntings. Yeah, you can destroy them with 1 well-placed candle. Oh, I didn't know that. You can set candles everywhere, but the game lets you place 1 on most tables. Can't place where you're looking, not where you're standing. You can often set candles near hauntings without dirging yourself by standing back and inserting the camera on the desired spot. Okay. Saint medallions. Well, the medallions, it just protects you from the damage. Absolutely nothing important with it. Subway, second continued. New item, silver bullets. Silver bullets can only be loaded in your standard pistol. If you fire at a ghost, it will drop from single shot and won't get up again for several minutes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like very interesting arts here, like really beautiful, honestly. The key in the vending machine, yeah, it like tells you that we have to go to the train, like a lot of stuff. Like seriously, this is the hardest part of the game. Only because of this part you already have to buy this book, seriously, because it's ridiculous. If you're playing this first time, that's ridiculous. Okay, Cynthia murder scene. Yeah, we're picking up the key, going back for Eileen. Yeah, because Eileen, and if you can see the screenshot, Eileen is there. Eileen, and she's saying like, oh, I cannot, go down the ladder because I have broken hand. And that's why we're leaving her there, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, here's the very nice art of Cynthia. The King Street train. And yeah, obviously we're finishing and we go to the forest. As you can see, forest is like, there's like tons of enemies. If you compare it, like see, there's like enemy, black dots is enemies. There's enemies absolutely everywhere except the middle one. Yeah, that's a really cool picture. I really liked it too. Like I wish actually we can kind of properly scan it. And I would put it, on stream or something, like as a, not background, but some kind of, picture of it. Yeah, I never seen actually the screen before. I think it's not official art because there's like no trademarks like Akira. I mean, not Akira. Konami, Team Silent. So I think it's fan art or something. Yeah, so basically this is the room. And what's next? Next is like new enemy. Walter. The man in the coat. It's not Walter Sullivan, it says the man in the coat because basically by the scenario we still don't know who is the Walter. We know that the small little boy is the Walter, but who is this guy we didn't know. We will know later from the Joseph, who's gonna tell us the whole truth. Yeah, if you haven't figured out who the man in the coat is yet, the note waiting under your door will clue you in. He isn't a ghost, but he's immortal. You can knock him down for a while, but you can't kill him. The Wish House ruins. Yeah, the house got burned down. Here's the how it's called, the mannequin that we have to put 5 parts in. Northwest path, the pickaxe of despair. There's a weapon like this in every Silent Hill. Slow, difficult to aim, and insanely powerful. Some people love it, some people hate it, but there is no denying that the pickaxe is the most powerful weapon in the game. One swing can kill most enemies, and you can send Walter to his knees in a send 2 hits, provided he doesn't put a whole full clip of ammo into you while you're slowing drawing him back. Yeah, that's true. But he's pretty slow, so maybe you can hit it, but it's better to run away from him still. Yeah, the northeast path, it tells us like the doll's left arm. Just gonna show you that it's like explaining almost every single item. The doll's left arm, Saint medallion, nutrition drink, holy candle, doll's right arm, like every single part it's explaining, so yeah. Okay, we go into the prison. The prison different again. Yeah, everything is so different. I mean the map is not different. The different is the placement, new items, new things. I think Sword of Obedience was not here, by the way. Let me check very quickly just to compare the Sword of Obedience. Yeah, see, there is no Sword of Obedience here, and here there is the Sword of Obedience. Yeah, on the level 2. Yeah, on level 2 there is only one item, stun gun, which is the secret weapon. Useless secret weapon. 6 victims. Twin victims. Walter's ambush, yeah. Ditching Eileen in the 3rd floor cell block. Alice is constantly getting in the way in this level. She runs slowly, she keeps you from using ladders, and she often gets caught behind the cell doors or lost in the round holes. Okay, that's interesting. They're telling you where to leave Eileen at. Okay. Basement level 1. Oh, so they do tell you to move the holes again, or what? What's the point? You open the door, you no longer need to move anything. I don't get it why you have to go back here. Okay, I will maybe read it later. Maybe the second time, because obviously this is not the first time we're gonna read this book. I'm pretty sure one day I'm gonna do the second stream. We're gonna finish, of course, the book today, but maybe I will read it by myself, or I don't know. Cell book optional, the first cell block option. Oh, see, it even says optional, but this one doesn't say optional, so which means we have to do it. Wow, that's really nice art, by the way. Look, that's really nice art, guys. That's fucking gorgeous. It's definitely fan art. It's not Konami. Or maybe it is Konami, actually. Well, this one is Konami, I think, because it's like 3D, but this one is like drawn by pencil. It's really nice. Yeah, we're getting Water Prison by killing Andrew DeSalvo, Mr. DeSalvo, and William Building World 2. See, now it like shows all the way down. If I'm gonna show you the previous one, just like the map. Hospital, apartment. Yeah, I wonder too. It's definitely somebody drew them. See, this is Building World, and this is down. 15 floors down, 15 floors up. It's pretty fun. Yeah, of course, there's like a lot of stuff, and here, if Mr. Aaron is here, remember I was telling you that the Building World is the hardest world if you playing casually because of the puzzle. I didn't check it today, but I'm pretty sure it's crazy. It's literally crazy puzzle. Richard's Revenge. Yeah, here's the Richard. Here's just screenshots from the game. The level B8 hidden passage. Yeah, it shows you literally every single item that you have to pick it up. You have to pick up specific items to open the door and let Eileen go through. That's so crazy. I remember when I played first time, we spent like a week trying to find out what to do in this world. Yeah, you have to pick up final key item, the stuff to key right behind the door if you continue on the south door. And of course ghosts. As you can see, there's the pet shop. There is multiple ghosts like following you. That's why you have to use Sword of Obedience and casual playthrough a lot to avoid this thing. This one actually also looks as a fun art, but no, it's actually 3D. It's actually 3D. 11 of these strange wallmen are merely dummies, but one is real. You can tell when you're hitting it because dummies will flinch. If only your target reacts to the hit, it's a fake. Got it. Escape from building world, and it doesn't say the true name because it's one truth, but it doesn't say here. It's kind of weird, but okay. Apartment, the second time. The long last freedom, sort of. Yeah, take your pickaxe of hope, where we picked up after the building world. We picked up pickups of hope, keys of liberation. We're opening the door, and here we go. The final location, the final run. Yeah, and those literally all ghosts. Here, Victim 19, 18, 16 ghost, all type. Walter, Woman, Patient, Twin Victim, Bottoms, one of the hardest ones, Bottoms. The fastest and strongest enemies in the game. The second floor. Look how many demons. I mean, patience 6, I mean 5. And that's crazy. They're like all scattered around this thing. Yeah, those people who playing this game first time, they're like, oh my god, this game is crazy. A new enemy, Bottoms. Bottoms are similar to Victim Twins. They have roughly the same speed and attacks, but roughly 50% more fortitude. Fortunately, like Victim Twins, they still go down in one stun gun blast. Okay. Yeah, but they're much stronger. Yeah, stairway. Second floor. Yeah, it's just like goes you through the stuff, showing Superintendent's room. We're getting umbilical cord. Actually, look, Eileen in a very good condition, like super good condition. She's barely have like those symbols, so it seems like those people like playing really carefully with her. I mean, still, of course, she definitely has symbols, but it's not that rad. Because usually when I play, or Aaron, or anybody who's speedrunning this game, she's super rad. Oh, that's really nice. This is a Holy Mother. I think it's a Holy Mother. Like really beautiful. The final sacraments. Yeah, we getting spears of the Holy Mother scattered around to one side. Grab all 4 spears, then return to crucified Walter. Oh, sorry, it's not Mother. It's a crucified Walter. Ghost and then Ghost Walter. Yeah, so there's 2 Walters. Mother is the Rome. Secrets and hauntings. This is very interesting. This is super interesting because you know that a lot of things does not exist in PC version. Keeping Eileen alive. There are many strategies you can employ to protect Eileen. Purifying room 302 with the candles, we know that. This is the endings. Pretty much, we know the endings, we're gonna check them later, for sure. Secret costumes, sexy Cynthia, yeah, we know those costumes. Ranking secrets, wow, that's actually interesting. Difficulty 20 points, you get a flat 10 points for playing on normal and 20 on card. If you play below 2 hours, you're getting 20 points. You lose 1 point per save, so you cannot save at all. You cannot continue because you're gonna lose 1 point. Enemies kill 20 points. You have to kill 128 monsters. Scrapbook notes. Ending no value. Wow, there is no value in ending, which equals 102, which means 102. Yep, that is correct. 100 points, 10 big stars is the highest ranking you can actually earn, so you have 2 whole points worth of slag. That means you can still get the best score. Дай мне 10 минут, я сейчас закончу. Okay. getting a perfect score, and yeah, 100 points, 1 weapon mode, yeah, the same thing. Tips for perfect score. Yeah, this is actually interesting. It's giving you a hint how to run a proper 10 points. Don't miss the notes, 3 swords, 3 ghosts. We get to free this. Yeah, we're gonna definitely check it later, because there's a lot of information you have to look. Kitchen faucet, refrigerator. Oh, here's the old hauntings. Bedroom closet. Here's the one of those hauntings which doesn't exist in PC version. Henry with the cutted throat. He's not on PC version. Ghosts in bathroom, I think is not on PC version. Living room chair is not in PC version. Kitchen faucet, I think, also is not in PC version, and that's it. There's like 6 hauntings missing. Appendix. This is really nice. Look. Okay, comes the all rankings with a pistol. Oh, I mean all firearms, all melee weapons. See that, for example, the damage. It's actually really nice damage, 4 and 4. I didn't know. Because actually the axe, if you're gonna go to the axe damage is the same. The same as the broken wine bottle, which is kind of weird, but okay. But it's faster than bottle, that's why nobody's using bottle. Paper, nothing kind. Oh, it's the same. Look, the strength is the same. 4-5, like an axe, 4-5. It's weird. Yeah, the box spray too. Okay, Eileen doesn't have specific things. I don't know why, because obviously the chain is stronger than the bag, but they didn't mention it. And submachine gun, well, I mean, the strongest weapon, obviously. Oh yeah, by the way, there is like golf clubs. It's so weird. I mean, every single club has its own rating, and like that's ridiculous. I think Henry is the fan of golf, you know. If there was Silent Hill 5 with Henry Townsend, definitely there will be mini game with golf or something. Here's the enemies. Sniffer dog male, recovery time. See, there was like on easy, normal, hard, like everything. Sniffer dog female, monsters, VC ghosts. Stats explained. Yeah, we're gonna definitely check this later. Victim. A golf minigame would be amazing. Yeah, especially in Silent Hill. Like pachinko machine, right? In Silent Hill 2. So fun. Red Tremor, Blue Tremor. Oh, they're different? I didn't know that. Gum Hat, new type. Toadstool. Gum Hat. Well, definitely. Oh, wheelchair. Let's look at our favorite enemy, wheelchair. Damage 0.5, 1, 1. Wow, okay. Her patient, dummies. Yeah, see, they have different attack. On easy it's actually 4, and dummy has 3, so that's why this is crazy. Because that doesn't make any sense. Okay, here's all ghosts. Wow, seems like the ghosts has different attacks. Look, for example, Victim 10 has 3 stars, but Mr. Garland has 4. Cynthia has 1, attack 1. That's so weird. She's, I think, one of the strongest ghosts, no? Walter has 6. Richard has 4. That's weird. That's honestly, it's weird. Okay, items, chocolate milk, well, all items. I don't think so. There will be something special here. Cynthia's thing, Succubus talisman, cassette, keys of liberation. Yeah, everything is basically the same. Items, consumable items, ampoule. Where is the ampoule, by the way? A cure hospital world and apartment world second time. Recovers a significant amount of health, and you continue to slowly recover health for a period of time. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, here's the arts. Well, this is, I think, official arts, like from Konami, Team Silent. I think wall, dogs. They really like dogs. Actually, pretty much. Like really nice. Here is the twin victim. Yeah, pretty nice. Or some Japanese words. Oh, I think it's the very first, you know, types of enemies that they were trying to see. Seems like it was supposed to be a patient, like a succubus, but they decided to make as a human. Nice. Here's the ghosts. I think in Jasper. And yeah, here we go. For now, I hope you enjoyed this guide. Thanks again for choosing Brady Games. So what year is it? Brady Games stuff. 2005. It is 2005, finally. Person Education, 2005. Yeah, 2005. Nice. Shit. It's ripped off. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna put a bad rating. I'm joking. No, I will not put bad rating, but still, there is no fucking poster. Shit. Well, that's it pretty much. So thank you very much, guys, for the watching. Really much obliged. And I'm definitely gonna see you tomorrow for the new stream. Thank you very much, so see ya, guys. Oh yeah, let's finish by listening to the most amazing part of the game. I mean, of the song.
have been sown in the field, and who could sprout up so blessedly if I had died?